I don't know. Hi, my name is Laura, and if you're watching this, you're following me as I try to complete all of my 2021 New Year's resolutions. For my second video this year, I decided to go with my last goal that I actually presented, which was to stop avoiding. One of the biggest things that I struggle with is mess, clutter, and hanging on to things for way too long. So I got a new tripod, and I thought, you know what, we could do like a little time lapse. It could be fun. So I guess it's time to expose myself on the internet, so let me show you around my room a little bit. So I didn't do any research, but I have heard of like the Marie Kondo way of doing things, which is like moving everything onto your bed and just going through it there, and if it sparks joy or whatever. So I think that that's what I'm gonna do. I need to go through everything. I don't know what I have. All of this might be like not something I need, and that's really important, so let's just do the thing.
It was at this point that I realized that everything that I just spent all that time moving onto my bed, I actually wanted to go through sitting on the floor. So fuck me, and I'm sorry you have to rewatch me moving it all.
This belongs in my closet. We're not talking about my closet right now. My closet is not done. That's another video. We're not dealing with it right now. I pulled out limited items because I just needed a place to start. I have 52 videos. Just because one isn't doing my entire room perfectly doesn't mean I'm doing something wrong. Like I'm doing what I'm supposed to do. Like I need to chunk it, because that's why it becomes so overwhelming to me, is that I think, oh, if you clean, you have to do everything. Everything has to be perfect and done right now. And that's not true, and that's okay. I'm a total floor person. I have to, like, I love sitting on the floor, and for a project like this, I really need to be sitting. So we're gonna tackle this stuff. This is basically makeup and arts and crafts, like not arts and crafts, but like just a bunch of shit. Old, haven't used it. We're just dumping. I can't. Sunscreen, gotta keep. It used to be like I would have to hold on to products, and I would hold on to them for such a long time because I was poor and I never knew if I could buy it again. I don't like hand cream, but I'm holding on to it and I'm having it take up so much space in my life for no reason. I hate wastefulness, but also these are open and gross. Like 12 months, definitely I've had it longer than that. You tried to sneak your way in. Trash. I'm not going through the lips because I love them all. That's not the point of this. We have to go through it, but I do love them all.
Few moments later.
This is bad. This is really bad. This is bad. I hate lip glosses. I don't know how they work. I don't like them. I wish that they were just like better, but it's like sticky. Why do I want something sticky? That's like face, blush, and eyes, all in what was holding lips before. To be really honest, I hate this color. Like I hate it, and I also like broke it at one point and like put it back together. But what's really great is like this is magnetic, so it just snaps, and I love it, and I kind of want to keep it. I might keep it just because I love that sound so much. So basically, I ended up focusing on just the dresser. Focus on one area at a time, probably sleep on it and figure out what I want to do with the space tomorrow.
It was at this point that I thought I was real hot shit and I was going to try something I've never done before, which is putting up a shelf all by myself, which I failed at spectacularly. Here's the proof!
So a few things kind of occurred since the last time you saw this. First, I'm in a new shirt because I learned the battery life on this thing is very low. But yeah, it's a new day. Something you will notice, there isn't a shelf up, and that's because stud finders, are a thing, and so are anchoring screws. So the shelf did not work, but that's okay because we are making lemon out of lemonade and lemon out of lemonade and doesn't that just look perfect? So I'm going to put all of my crafting stuff and all of the camera stuff so it's set up on this shelf. I ended up getting a Cricut for Christmas. It's kind of really the only spot that'll work because my desk is dedicated to working at home. So we're gonna use this spot for it and it's gonna work out great. So here's me setting that up because I already bought all the shit for it.
What's there to say? There's nothing but space in between you and I. It's okay that we change, but it feels kinda strange that you're not in my life. You're the only one that saves me when I'm alone. You're the only love that I've ever known. But we turn into a flower that never grows.
So this was the first thing that I finished and I'm really, really proud of it. I think it's really functional. I know exactly where everything is for the camera. I'm really big into scrapbooking, which is kind of why I was given the Cricut for Christmas, and then why it's kind of really important that I know where all things are, because if you're not organized with this, it's a nightmare hobby. It is a nightmare because you're constantly looking for things you know that you have and you can't find them anywhere. I really appreciate you guys watching this video, despite the fact that I really fucked up on that shelf. Was planning on posting every single week, like the new recipe that I did as part of my goal number 2, which involved making a new recipe every single week. I think it makes a lot more sense for me to make that once a month, like one video a month dedicated directly to food. Honestly, there's 4 weeks in a month and there's 4 goals. It could end up being that that's what I end up using as my models. We'll see. I mean, honestly, with financial, it probably won't need a video once a month explaining the situation and breakdown, but we'll figure it out. It's kind of go with the flow. But I really appreciate you guys, whoever is watching, mostly my friends I expect, but I really appreciate it. And if you have any suggestions on things I should try, ways that I could improve my little organization corner, how to actually put up a shelf, I really appreciate it, and I'll see you next week. Bye.